Iran tensions escalate, seized ships, sanctions, and rising risk of conflict. The White House has made a striking statement. Backhand index pointing right. President Donald Trump does not consider Iran's seizure of 2 international vessels in the Strait of Hormuz a violation of the ceasefire. Speech balloon. According to Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt, the ships are not American or Israeli. However, Iran's actions are still being criticized as dangerous. Warning: Iran tightens control, U.S. responds strongly. Iran claims the vessels were seized for backhand index pointing right, operating without proper authorization. Backhand index pointing right, violating maritime regulations. Backhand index pointing right, manipulating navigation systems. Meanwhile, the U.S. insists. Backhand index pointing right, its economic blockade is still crippling Iran. Backhand index pointing right, Tehran is losing up to $500 million per day. Collision. The White House stated, "We are effectively paralyzing Iran's economy." Globe showing Europe-Africa Strait of Hormuz, a global flashpoint. The Strait of Hormuz is one of the world's most critical oil transit routes. Backhand index pointing right, Iran's repeated moves to open and close the strait are causing global instability. In just a few days, multiple vessels have been attacked. A container ship was heavily damaged by gunfire. Several international ships have been targeted. Fire risk of further escalation. Iran warns. Backhand index pointing right, it may target regional oil infrastructure if tensions rise. Backhand index pointing right, it is ready to respond if U.S. pressure continues. Meanwhile, President Trump argues. Backhand index pointing right, Iran is in a weaker position. Backhand index pointing right, threats to close the strait are mainly to save face. Bar chart. Talks stalled, uncertainty ahead. Recent negotiations have failed to produce results. Backhand index pointing right, Iran demands the U.S. lift sanctions before talks resume. Backhand index pointing right, the U.S. maintains a firm stance. Pushpin. Conclusion. The world is facing a critical turning point. Backhand index pointing right, a path toward diplomacy. Backhand index pointing right, or a larger conflict in the Middle East. Speech balloon. What do you think will happen next? Backhand index pointing right. Comment your thoughts and follow for daily breaking news updates.